TinaGale here with my Scrappy Ideas, and I'm back today with a layout, and this is for the Scrap Our Stash challenge. This is the Sketch plus 3 challenge. So I've already cut all of my papers according to the sketch here, and I've followed it pretty closely other than the banners that are underneath the strip. And I'm probably not going to include that because of the pattern that's on my paper here. So I'm thinking I'm going to skip that and just kind of let those raspberries take those places. And then for the 3 plus 3, there is a list 1, 2, and 3, and there's 3 items on each one that you can choose from. So from list 1, I chose jelly bean soup. So the paper that I'm working with today is from the Red Raspberry collection. I am down to scraps. I absolutely adore this collection. From list 2, I'm working with the craft, so I've chosen a craft background. And from list 3, I chose lawn fawn. So I have a new lawn fawn die. It's these little hearts. And I just took some of my scraps and cut some in the pink and the green. And I have laid out kind of how I'm going, and it's going to hopefully go pretty quick because I'm pretty much following the sketch, and it kind of dictated the supplies that I have. So the most trouble I've had so far is just trying to come up with a title for these cute photos. So let's get scrapping. I'm going to start by inking all of my papers, and I'm using the Tim Holtz Distress ink. This is the tea dye. So I have just a few favorites in the brown colors of the Distress inks. And since this is kind of a more pastel, lighter color, then I really like the tea dye. So I'm just using my T-square ruler here to make sure that that's completely straight since I have it going from edge to edge. And like I said earlier, this was cut pretty much exactly like the sketch. And then I've taken it to my sewing machine and I just straight stitch across the top one, and then I zigzag stitched on each side of the wide strip and then also across this bottom. So whenever I stitch, I usually just flip it over to the back side, and if you'll pull up the string or the thread, then there'll be a little looped thread that comes from the front, and if you'll pull that to the back and then I just put washi tape over it, then you won't have to worry about any of your threads coming undone if they get pulled in and out of the page protectors or anything like that. And I know my pages get handled a lot because of sharing them online and different things before they ever go in my albums. So I'm really trying to be careful with my threads and make sure that I do that. So now I've went ahead and I've finished that whole bottom up because like I said, I wanted to stitch and do all of that. I have my photos on here. And I'm just trying to figure out my title, and I really went back and forth on different things for my titles, and I was wanting to use some of the words that are already on the sticker sheets that I've had because I seem to buy a lot, but I have trouble using them on my layouts. And so I loved this suite. I loved the font and stuff, but I wasn't quite sure about it being in black since everything else was brown. And so I played around quite a bit with different ones, and then finally I just decided, no, I really liked it. I wanted to use it. I'm just going to make it work. And then I just took out these gold glittered ones so that my title is going to be The Sweet Life. Since this picture is of my daughter and she's eating a donut and she just has it smeared all over her face and her hands and all of that. And then my son's standing there giggling because she kept trying to give him bites and share. She was being so sweet trying to share. I'm not sure why he didn't want to, you know, have a piece of her donut or get near her. But so they're cute little pictures. So I thought that title would kind of be a play on the sweet of the donut, my sweet kids. And so that's what I came up with. And then this little sticker here, it says Cutie Pie. And that is from the Jelly Bean Soup sticker sheet as well. And then the doily piece that's behind there in the yellow, that I fussy cut out of the Jelly Bean Soup paper. And I have several of these doilies that I've cut out and in my stash to use because I just think they're so cute and I love using doilies. So I'm putting the title pretty much where it shows on the sketch. Mine goes out a little bit further because, you know, it's the 3 words and built up. And then since I had these gold glittered thickers on the words, I wanted to make sure that they were repeated somewhere else. And so there was a heart on that sticker sheet, so I put it up with the other 2 hearts. And then on the bottom piece that has this tag and everything, I was going to put some thread through it and there was a gold bow on the sticker sheet, so I decided to use it instead, and then that would repeat the gold down there, so I was pretty happy with that. Then I'm just tucking some more of those hearts around, and I had this hashtag wood veneer, and I really wanted to use it. I thought it was really cute. But the wood really stuck out since I really don't have any wood anywhere else. And so I just kind of stuck it in my tea dye ink and squished it. And so then it made it kind of pink. So it matched in with the kind of pink hearts and the pink doilies that I had going. So that's going to finish off my title. Then I decided I wanted to go ahead and add some inking. So this is a brown ink pen, a marker, and I'm just doing a really rough sketch around some of the paper and the outline of the layout. And I'm going to add journaling on that green piece of paper that's left under the photos, and so I'm keeping that. But in the meantime, I looked up at the top and I really wanted to put some more, and I had these other stickers that you see off to the side that I was wanting to put in, and I end up finally getting them to work. So I found this pink arrow that had these butterflies on the Jelly Bean Soup sticker sheet, and I decided that would help repeat that pink that's down below and then off on the right too. So I'm creating another triangle from the top of the page down to the bottom right and then over to the left where the title's at. And so again, all my photos and information's in between those three, and then I also have the triangle with the doily and the title and that bottom piece as well. So you don't have to stick with just one triangle. You can do multiple triangles on your page. Just try to keep your photos and your journaling, your title, and all of that in that triangular area. And then the hearts were still, even though I inked them, I wanted them to stand out just a little bit more. They were getting lost, and so I decided to outline those as well. And then I realized, oh, I never glued that hashtag down. I just stuck it over there, so I need to stick it down. I'm just adding my journaling down here on this green piece of paper that's below my photo, just a little bit more of the matte. And I'm basically just telling the same thing that I said earlier about her eating her donut and wanting to share, but Joseph was just not really interested in sharing. And then these little word phrases off to the side that I was trying to work in, I finally decided I would go ahead and tuck them up here on this doily. And so these are from the Maggie Holmes Bloom, and they're gold with the word kind of transparent through it, so it says so cute together, and then up the top I added one that says adorable. So it just kind of repeats that gold throughout, and just some more words on the layout. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with my Heidi Swapp Color Shine. This is in the tea color, and I just covered up my photos and just kind of sprinkle it. And that's going to finish up this layout. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe. And if you enjoyed this, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And here are the up-close still shots so that you can see some of the details. And again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another process video. Have a great day. Bye.